What's going on, everybody? This is episode 3, What Comic Books Have Taught Me, featuring Black Panther. Specifically, this one from the storyline of A Nation Under Feet. Book 1, Book 2, Book 3. I also got some handful of Black Panther single issues in the boxes in the collection. But this specifically is what really got me into the character Black Panther, and this is one of the reasons why Black Panther has entered the top 10 favorite comic book characters of all time. So again, last series, the first one, I believe we did. What did we do last series? Was it? I forgot. But the second series was a Wolverine and Gambit, and this episode 3 will be doing Black Panther. So for Black Panther, there's really only like 3 specific things that I really got from this character, and one of them being that there's power in ancestry. And what do I mean by that is this goes to show how much power you can gain from just knowing your ancestral background. Your ancestors, your great grandparents, etc., etc. Because Black Panther really draws from that, especially being in the whole entire Wakanda nation, the whole entire history of how Wakanda got vibranium, the history of the Black Panther, etc., etc. There are moments to where Black Panther really draws energy and power from his ancestors. Not only that, but there are also moments to where he learns lessons from his ancestors. Not only from his father, but his father before him, and the king before him, and the king before him. Because as you are the king of Wakanda, you are also the Black Panther, the protector of Wakanda. And it's always been like that for literally thousands and thousands of years. But when we put this in a real life sense, just not only for the Black community, but like all communities from all races and all from all cultures, the simple fact that you know your ancestors, the simple fact that you know where you come from, it gives you a sense of identity. It gives you a sense of inner strength. It gives you a sense of inner power, if that makes sense. Rather you're from, or rather your genetics or your ancestry is from a country in Africa or a country in Asia, this is the fact that you know exactly where you come from, you know exactly where your family is from, and you know exactly who is a part of your family back in the day. It gives you a sense of pretty much how you are as a person, how your family is, how the culture that you're generally living in within now pretty much is like. Rather you're from immigrants, or rather you're from rulers, kings, you're from a spiritual village, or whatever the case may have you, a religious background. Just having the knowledge and having the wisdom of your ancestry, there's a lot of power within that, and there's a lot of spiritual, mental, and emotional abilities for that matter that one person can have. It can also help you pretty much figure out your own purpose. Rather that's you becoming a doctor, rather that's you becoming a teacher, rather that's you becoming a comic book creator. There's a lot of things you can really gain from that just by knowing your ancestry. The second thing that the Black Panther character has taught me is all great leaders have those who hate them and those who respect them. Notice I said all great leaders do not have those who love them. Leaders who have loved ones, aka family members, that doesn't necessarily count. And plus, not everybody's gonna be a loved one. Not everybody's gonna be a family member, obviously. Especially if you want to be a leader amongst men. If you want to be a leader amongst your village or your town or whatever the case may have you. It's only 2 things, especially when you are a great leader, like Black Panther here. You're only going to have those who respect you and those who hate you. When it comes to the Charles Black Panther, there's a lot of controversy within his family. There's a lot of controversy in his decisions that he decides for the nation that leads him down pathways to where of him creating his own villain. There's a lot of people in Wakanda that don't necessarily agree to his methods, just like in any other nation, just like in any other country. It's going, even though that leader has either A, done nothing wrong, or B, has done tremendous of treacherous things, there's always going to be groups of people that hate him and that respect him. Now, respect goes a few ways. Respect can be, I disagree with this ruler, but I understand why he made that decision. Or a level of respect can be, I really don't like this person, but he's my leader, so I just gotta deal with it. Like, that could be a certain level of respect. When it comes to T'Challa, specifically, he does have his loved ones, but he mostly has those who respect him as the Black Panther, respect them as their king and their leader. And of course, because he's a comic book character, he has those who hate him, just like his main villains, like Killmonger, or I believe he is named the gorilla guy, M'Baku. Even though in the movie he's more so a good guy, in the comic books he is one of T'Challa's dangerous villains. So, but yeah, all great leaders have those who respect them and those who hate them. Excuse me, which is pretty much self-explanatory. I specifically learned this from Black Panther because even though Black Panther is more so of a grounded, not vigilante, but much more grounded hero, the stories, at least within this one, one of the big ones I've read, it carries a lot of that. It carries a lot of T'Challa just trying to do the right thing for his people, but there's a certain groups of people that are just not letting him because of a big event that happened before this. I won't go into spoilers. Go read it for yourself. Because of his choices that pretty much caused Wakanda to suffer in the long run. But yes, that's the second thing. The third and the final thing that the Black Panther character has taught me is to be a great king, you must be a great server. Not only to others, but for your own people. This really dives into that when it comes to the Black Panther character, not only T'Challa himself, but past Black Panthers. Every good king, every great king puts their people first. Every great leader of a nation puts their people first. You will see a lot of this in Doctor Doom. You will see a lot of this in Magneto when it comes to the mutants or the Brotherhood of Mutants. Who else you would see it? You would kind of see it in Optimus Prime, but Optimus Prime mostly puts others before him too, regardless if they're part of him. If they're innocent, then they're innocent. But specifically about Black Panther, he lives by this. To be a great king, you must be a great server. It's just that when it comes to T'Challa, he has the wisdom, he has the understanding that there are other people besides Wakanda. And there are also other Wakandans who don't live in Wakanda. So, but to be fair, reverting back to the second one, all great leaders have those who hate them and those who respect them. It's because of this wisdom that T'Challa has, because of this awareness, it pretty much pushes him to be in situations that kind of force him to pick either between his own people and others who don't even live in Wakanda, those who are even non-Wakandans. So, but that's one of the reasons why I like the Black Panther stories, is because that conflict, because of those situations between choosing between his people and others who are also good to him, good people. Look at the big shot in the background with Luke Cage and Misty Knight and Storm and all of them. That's a hard shot. But that's pretty much all I have for you when it comes to the Black Panther episode 3 of what comics have taught me. Number 1, there's power in ancestry. Number 2, all great leaders have those who hate them and those who respect them. And number 3, to be a great king, you must be a great server. But that's all I got for you guys today. Y'all take it easy.